Hello, friends. Welcome to Real Talk with Papa Martins. On today's edition, we have a special guest that is coming in, and she will be linking up with us shortly. Thank you for joining in. Our guest will be tuning in shortly, and she will be joining us. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. Kindly engage with me on the chat box and let me know if the sound is clear and if the picture is perfect. Thank you. Looking forward to an amazing discussion on today's episode. Our guest will be in shortly as she will be joining us. Let me know where you are watching from. Kindly engage with us. Yeah, our guest is here. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, our guest. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon too.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So amazing to see you on the show.
I'm humbled.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you for keeping time. The show will kick off once it's 3, and our viewers are already tuning in. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Real Talk with Papa Martins. Welcome to today's episode. Our guest is already in the house. We welcome each one of you to join the show. Please kindly on the chat, let's know where you are watching from. Kindly tell us about the sound and the picture, if it's perfect, so we can know if we need to adjust. You are welcome. This is Real Talk with Papa Martins, and we are kicking off the show right now. Welcome to the studio, Carolyn. I would like you to please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Wow, thank you, Papa Martin, for the invite. This is Carolyn Chagaya, born again, born and raised in Vihiga County, but currently residing in Nairobi.
Wow. You are currently residing in Nairobi. You are born and raised in Kakamega County,
Vihiga County,
Vihiga County. Oh,
yes.
amazing, amazing. So, Carol, can you please let me know, do you love pets? And if you do, which one do you have?
Come up again?
Do you love pets? Pets? Like, do you keep
Pets.
pets? Yeah.
Oh my God, not really. I'm a fan of chicken. Yeah,
Oh,
but
you are a
animals.
chicken farmer.
Yeah, I love chicken.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you don't like pets?
I'm not a fan of
Oh,
pets.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. We thank God for you and thank you for tuning in today. We welcome everyone to the studio today. This is Real Talk with Papa Martins. On today's episode, we have a guest on the show by name Caroline. She's joining us from Nairobi, and we will be listening to the story of her life so we can learn one or two things from what God has done for her. So as we kick off the show today, uh, I'd like you once again to introduce yourself as people are joining, as then we go in into what we have for the day.
Hello, viewers. I'm Carolyn Chagaya. I'm a born again Christian. I was born in Vihiga County. I was raised in Vihiga County. And for now, I'm residing in Nairobi County. Yeah,
Thank
Kasarani.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
You reside in Nairobi, somewhere in Kasarani. Thank you for that
yeah.
introduction. I've asked if you have pets. You've said no. You are a chicken farmer. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, today I would like you to just take us through your childhood and upbringing and share with us how it was as you are growing up as a kid.
Wow. Oh my God. As a child, yeah, okay. I might say I'm the firstborn to my mom
Mm-hmm.
and dad, but I'm also the second born to my mom. Like had firstborn, my brother, who is now late. Then when she got married to my dad, I was the first child between my mom and dad. And when it comes to siblings, how many siblings do I have? On my mom's side, I have like we are six siblings, and my dad we are like three siblings. So it's quite a huge family. So in total, we are nine siblings. Unfortunately, two are now late. Our firstborn and our lastborn are now late, so we are remaining six siblings.
Sorry about that. Wow, you came from a very large family.
Sure.
Yeah, that is beautiful. And you are the eldest of them all.
Yes. Actually, our firstborn brother from my mom's side died this year in September, so I'm here now as the acting firstborn.
Oh, that's new. Acting firstborn. Yeah, I'm learning something new today. Active firstborn. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I met you on a platform, I was touched by the story you shared with the people. But before we go into that, I understand when we were talking that you are into business.
Yeah, I'm into business.
Mhm.
I I do sell like cereals. I do make peanut butter. I also operate a machine, a posho mill,
Mm.
and yeah, I thank God for everything.
Oh, you operate a posho mill, as in you operate the machines yourself.
Yes, I do.
Wow. So I wanted to ask you, so how did you come about the choice of a posho mill and the things you do? How did you know that is what you want to do?
Actually, it was not all about this is what I want to do, but one thing I might say is when you are in this world, like you don't have to have a choice, like you choose this is the kind of job I want to do, like I cannot do this because you never know where the opportunity comes from. Like for me, I only told God, give me an honest job. And the only thing that I cannot do, the kind of job I cannot do, it was only two. Number one is prostitution. And number two is to work in a club. So any other kind of job, so long as it's an honest job, I will earn an honest living. I was ready for it. So for me, I've even worked as a house help. I've hawked sweets, I've hawked some sugar cane, like just trying to put food on the table. I've gone to people's houses to wash clothes. Somebody could even just tell me, Caro, clean my house or clean my utensils. Even that 100 shillings, it's worth much if you have worked with it and earned with honesty than thousands of money that you have gained without working it on earning it in an honest way. So for me, it was just something like I'm always open minded and ready to work any kind of job so long as it's a respectful job, it's an honest job. And doing business, it's been one of my passion because since when I was a little girl, I remember my mom could send me out to go and look for grass. One sack at that time went for 100 shillings. For 20 shillings, 100 kg sack. So I could go sell the grass, buy food, bring home. And the first business I operated, I actually used 20 shillings. I went bought four sugar cane because at that time it was 5 bob per sugar cane, and I started selling. So I started business when I was pretty young, and I still believe that as time goes by, God will still bless me with my own business so that I can be a blessing to other people.
Wow, that's amazing. Your first business, you started with 20 bob.
Yeah, and I bought
Wow.
four sugar canes.
Hmm. So, how did you discover your passion for business? Is it because of the things you have gone through, or is it because it's just something you are craving for?
Okay, I might say the circumstances made me to because there's no way you can earn quick money, let's say in an honest way, unless you work hard for it. So
Hmm.
for me, in my childhood, my mom was a business person. Actually, she was selling bang, cigarette, and changa, and I got used to that business. So I could operate the business, and I grew that passion in serving. Like, when you are operating a business, it's like you are serving the people, you are serving the community. And since I loved serving so much, I just found myself like I love interacting with people. I love sharing with people. And that's how I developed that passion of serving others through business.
Um, there is a lot of things coming out from this information you are giving out, and I don't know if I should ask this very important one. So, with what you have just said, I want you to explain to our viewers exactly how your childhood was. Because with the things you said your mom was selling and you were helping. So, how was life for you then? How comfortable were you? How easy was it for you to get involved in those stuff? According to you, I mean, that is what you grew up to understand. And I'm sure at that time you are not saved. So, how easy was it for you?
It was not easy because imagine selling bang, which it's prohibited in Kenya, selling cigarettes, and also making busa and changa. It was really difficult, but the circumstances couldn't help it. As I said before, I'm the second born to my mom and the first born to my dad. This only means my mom separated with my dad when I was pretty young at the age of 5 years, and my mom had to get married somewhere else. And in African culture, obviously I couldn't remain with my dad because I was still so young. I went with my mom when she got married. So the stepdad was there, ventured into that business, and since it was a family thing, we just had to do it. And I remember during the night when we have like funeral somewhere, I could be given a 20-liter jerrycan. I go and sell changa during the night. And I have to make sure I complete everything. And those bank rolls, I have to sell everything so that I can go back to the house. If I go with any leftovers, I'll have to get a beating of my life. So I was subjected to that kind of business because there was no way out. Failure to do so, action will be taken against you. And mom could not do anything because mom, she was just helpless. You can imagine you are there, your child has been given shelter, there's nowhere she can go. So you just have to follow the rules and do what this man directs. And I remember when the police come, you will just have to run for your life because nobody is there to save you. The beauty of it is that we have some big stones. You could just enter inside that stone and you just keep quiet. You can't even breathe for a few minutes. The police will come, step on that stone, look left, right, not seeing anyone, and they go. Then you come out and continue with whatever you are doing. So that was just the kind of life I got used to until I couldn't take it anymore. Yeah.
Wow, this is getting interesting. This is Real Talk with Papa Martins. On the show today, we have Caroline from Kasarani sharing with us her life experiences, and I believe you are learning one or two things. Caroline,
Yes.
how old were you at the time?
At the time when I was selling the items,
Yes.
I started living with my stepdad from the age of 5 years until the age of 13. So when I was 10 is when I went deeper into business. Like I could be given the cigarettes, the bank, and the changa to go and sell during the night at disco matangas.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you came with your mom into that marriage.
Yes.
I mean no disrespect. Your mom could not protect you from her husband. Oh, oh yeah, she's back. Sorry, she's having some issues. Wait. Okay, you are back. Welcome.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Can you hear?
So, yes, now I can hear you. So, I mean no
Okay.
disrespect. You came with your mom into that marriage.
Yes.
At the time, according to your mom, this man is giving my daughter a shelter.
Yes.
So, he can do with my daughter whatever he pleases, as long as we have a shelter.
Yes.
Wow. So, from age 10, you went into this illicit business. That was the best you know. You had no other choice. You do escape from the police. Why were you ever caught?
No, I was never caught. Actually, we were even planting bang. Like when it's that season of planting. When you plant maize, you also plant bang in between. And there's no single day we were ever caught.
Mhm.
Yeah.
God, God really loves you.
So much.
Mhm. Okay, so at the age of 10, you started selling, and you did say until you could take it no more. Can you explain what you mean by that to our viewers?
What I mean is all this I was doing because I was subjected to doing this and I had no choice. And failure to do so, my stepdad could give me a beating of my life. And my mom could not even defend me. She could not even raise her voice. And once you have been beaten, there will be no food for you like for 2 days. You have to go to school, you have to do all the household chores. and you cannot tell anyone. And for me, whenever I could ask my mom, where is my dad? She could shout at me and tell me, don't ever ask of such a person. And the stepdad could clearly tell me, Caro, you are not my child. You have to look for your father. So for me, I grew with that voice, knowing that this man is not my father, despite the fact that even the day my mom got married to that place, I can clearly remember that day. So that what made me just to leave and run away and look for my dad.
So what you meant by you couldn't take it anymore was that you ran away from home. At what age?
At the age of 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you find your dad?
I knew my dad's name, so it was easy for me to find him. I found
So,
a friend who directed me and took me until to my paternal place.
okay, so you ran away from where to where? Is it in the same Vihiga County?
Yeah, it is in the same Viga County.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So when you found your father,
Yes.
when you found your father, so how was did he accept you?
Yes, he did.
Hmm.
He accepted me, he welcomed me, and yeah, it was a happy family.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So did your mom look for you? Did she know where you went?
My mom looked for me. Actually, the stepdad advised her to go and report to the local authorities, which she did. And she reported at the chief's office. Then my dad was summoned. I was also summoned, and I was told, okay, my mom told chief that my dad had kidnapped me. So since I was old enough, at the age of 13, I was capable of talking. And the chief asked me, is it true? And I told the chief, no, I came on my own free will. So they asked me, do you want to go with your dad or you want to remain with your mom? And for me, since I knew all the things that I had been subject to at my mom's place, I told the chief I'm going to remain with my dad, which the chief agreed. But now the stepdad said, you know what, I cannot allow this unless I'm being compensated. So he requested for a cow and some few cash, which my dad agreed. So the following weekend, my dad gave the elders some cash that the stepdad had requested for and a cow, and they took to him. And I was officially in my father's place.
Help. What does that mean? Hello, Caro.
Hello.
I'm asking, your
Yeah.
stepdad requested for some cash and a cow
Yes.
before you were permitted to live with your father.
Yes.
Was your father getting married to you, or what was the cash and the cow for?
He claimed it was for compensation for all the years that he had taken care of me.
Oh, it was payment for taking care of you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that something that happens in the culture, or it depends on individuals?
For me, I don't know why he said so, but I think it's just because he never wanted to lose me, and he was like he thought maybe by saying he needed compensation, my dad could say, you know what, I don't have this, like you can even go back with her. But to his shock, my dad gave in into his demands, and there is
Hmm.
nothing he could do about it.
Okay. Wow, sorry about that. So to the next question. So what were the challenges that came up as you were growing up and in that business? So were there some dangers you were exposed to? How did you overcome them?
Some of the challenges is that I never had the normal childhood, like just playing with other kids like a normal kid will do. I never got that chance of bonding with my parents. Even my mom, actually, since I was born, okay, since I came to know myself, I might say the only time I've hugged my mom, it was like last year.
Mm.
And for the past 30 years, I've never like, I could yearn so much for that motherly love, but I couldn't get it. You know, you have parents, yes, but you are living as an orphan. Whenever something could happen to me, or I just I'm being pressed by something or an issue, I go to mom, I tell mom, you know, mom, this is what is happening to me. Mom will tell me, just get out of here, don't say this, don't do this. And so I grew up with too much silence. Like I had been silenced too much. To an extent, I felt like I was just all alone. You have no one to confide in. Your mom is not there to listen to you. Your mom doesn't even spend even just a minute. Even just during meal time, we couldn't sit together and eat as a family. Hmm? It's just that kids, you are given your own food. You can't eat at your grandparents' house, and the mom and dad stays in the main house. You know, so it was too challenging for me. To an extent, I got yoked so much with kids. Like I could practically spend most of my time just loving other kids. And that thing, it has happened to me even up to date. I just love being with kids. I take kids, someone kids, I stay with them, I just embrace them, I hug them. We do stories simply because for me, it's something I missed so much. But now, when I see other kids, I just feel like I need to hug them or just embrace them, talk to them, do jokes with them so that they can feel what I never felt. And that's something I do even up to date. Like when I'm everywhere that I am, kids just surround me and parents are like, hey, Carol, what do you give our kids? And I'm like, nothing, just spending time with them. So for me, I just want to be there for other people because nobody was there for me, and I want to fill that void to any other person who needs it so much, just to close that gap.
Mm. Wow. Wow. This is really coming out well. Thank you for being vulnerable. God bless you. So, I haven't said this far. Did these experiences, did they have, were you affected in any way? Did they make you to see life in a negative way or people in a negative way, or how did they affect your character? Because using the kids to suppress your sorrow, giving them the love and attention you never got, how did you see life after growing up?
Well, after growing up, okay, as I had said before, I could go through situations, and when I tried to talk to my mom, she couldn't be there to listen to me. She never knew what was happening to me, what was going on in my life, whether I was happy, whether I was not, and all the time she always found faults in me. So it really affected me to an extent. It changed my life completely. Like when I even got abused, and I went to my mom and told mom, I've been abused. She was like, you know, you're not supposed to talk such evil things to mature people. Like, just don't let another ear hear of that story. So it made me to shut down. to shut my voice and just to silence myself, which made me to die in silence. And I became so much traumatized until I fell into depression. I never saw the meaning of life. Like, I just wanted to end my life. And I tried suicide 3 times, which it never succeeded. Little did I know that God has got better plans for me that I never knew of. So when I got raped, it changed my life completely. I got rejected once more, and I was regarded as an outcast because, when you are a church girl and such thing happens, they always blame you and they're like, you always pretend you're going to church. Now see, this has happened. So what excuse do you have? And since you don't have an excuse, you cannot say that somebody took advantage of me. They will still blame you and say, what were you doing at this time at this particular place? Like, you could have been at this place at this time. So for me, it affected me so much. I even tried aborting that pregnancy, but it never succeeded. But thanks to God, I gave birth, yes. But even after giving birth, things didn't even go well. Actually, I hated this child with passion. Like, you see, you have that hate for someone, like you just even feel like ending their life. I could beat this child until I could step on her, and I could just say, if it were not for you, I could not be where I am today. If it were not for you, my life could have a different meaning. If it were not for you, I could be a better person. Little did I know that I was hurting myself and that I needed healing. But thanks to God, in the midst of all the pains, yo, something good had to come out of it. Okota nakujia.
Hello.
Hello.
I guess there was a technical itch from your end there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they keep stubborn. They're just
o-
calling out my name.
Okay, that is all right. Yeah, you were saying something before we lost you. You got violated and then you were rejected by your mom and the church. That was where we left. So please continue.
So for me, it caused so much trauma,
Hmm.
and I hated myself. I hated this child. I hated the society at large. And I remember I could even, if somebody says, Karo, hi, I could just turn around, slap this person, and run away. So the only time I could bring out my anger is on this child. I could beat this child, even just step on her, because I just wanted to vent out my anger. And I could just say, if it were not for you, my life could have a meaning. If it were not for you, I could be a better person. If it were not for you, I couldn't be where I am today. But little did I know that I was just hurting myself and that I needed healing and to move on with life. That's when I came and met someone. She's a special lady. She's called Diana Kamande. She's the founder of an organization. It's called it's called Come Together Widows and Orphans Organization. And that organization, it's an organization that takes care of orphans, widows, widowers, and also survivors of gender-based violence. So when I met her in a seminar, it was a gender-based violence seminar, and the first thing she did, she just hugged me and I cried. Like, for me, that hug was something very much special. And I cried on her shoulder, and she just allowed me to cry and told me, Caro, all will be well, and I'm ready to walk the journey with you. So she organized some counseling services for me at Nairobi Women's Hospital at Adams Academy,
Mhm.
and it took me 2 good years.
Mhm.
just for me to go through that session of guiding and counseling,
mm,
for me to accept everything that had happened to me.
mm,
And I really thank God because that phase in my life, it birthed out something good. Because right now I have the confidence, like I can just stand and talk to someone. If somebody says I've been raped, this is what I'm going through, I'm in a position to understand this person, how it
mm,
feels if someone has been raped, the pain, the trauma,
mm,
like those dirty thoughts that always come. You find yourself like you think I'm not even worthy, like I'm dirty,
mm,
i'm I'm in a position to tell this person, yes,
mm,
this happened, but it's
mm,
not the end,
mm,
and there's nothing you can change about it, but you can have positive mind and just focus
mm,
on thinking about positive things. We cannot undone the things that have already happened.
mm,
You can control what is yet to happen.
mm,
So I really thank God because despite all the pains, right now I'm using my pains, I'm using my experiences to even create awareness to others and to give them hope, to encourage them, and just to make them see the positive side of life. And that's just the beauty of everything, of all the pain that I've been through. And I
mm.
really thank God for that.
Wow. Wow. This is awesome, amazing testimony. This is Real Talk with Papa Martins. I believe those of the viewers who are listening keenly, you must be wondering how this lady must have survived all this agony. This is what salvation can do for you. When you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, it brings people your way that will lead you through the path. Yeah, that's why the Bible says, when I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for thou art with me, for thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. This is an example of someone who has walked through the valley of the shadow of death, started illegal business at the age of 10, introduced by the stepfather, selling substances and drugs. So, how did you not even start drinking and smoking?
Honestly, I always drank busa, but our
Wow.
busa was so sweet that it didn't have those chemicals that are being used nowadays to make someone drunk. It was purely natural. And for
Okay.
smoking, wow, I had the worst experience ever. Now, one day I decided, if I see these mature people are just smoking, why can't I try it? So one day I decided to try it, and oh my God, hey, I coughed, I coughed. I could see like we have 5 people in front of me, yet it's only one person. So yes, I tried once, but God still saved me.
Oh, wow, wow. Thank you for opening up on that. Thank you. God bless you. Wow, you tried and you saw 5 people in front of you, even though it's only one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, before you came in contact with this woman that God used to help you,
Yeah.
how was your relationship with your daughter?
It was really bad.
Hmm.
And I remember this one time when I was going through this lady's posts on Facebook, and she had written like, if you are in pains, you need someone to talk to, you can call or text this number. There was a counselor's number there. So I went ahead and took the contact. I texted this counselor and I told her, you know, it's so hard for me to admit, but I think I haven't been doing things right. That the inner pains that I have, are really getting the better of me, because I'm hurting this child and blaming her of everything. How do I get out of this situation? So she just told me, accept everything that happened and all will be well. All that happened. There's nothing you can do about it, and you can't change anything. So the only thing you can do is just to accept and focus on the bright future ahead.
Wow. Accept and all will be well. So, how did you manage to accept? Was it very easy to do that?
It was never easy. It was never easy at all. As I said, I went through counseling for at least 2 years just for me to accept and to be healed. It's a journey. And I remember sometimes I could just call this lady, and there's nothing I'm saying, but I could just call her and cry. And the beauty of it is that she could just allow me to cry and tell me, Carol, crying is healthy, so just cry. And I could cry. And after that, she tells me, take a glass of water and sleep. And it really helped so much.
Wow. Wow. This is amazing. So, coming out of that, how did you make peace with your child after learning how to accept and move on?
Actually, okay. What happened? I took her home just to get rid of her and the pain. And I decided to take her home to my mom. But after going through the counseling services, I went back. I took her, came back with her, and I started just loving her slowly by slowly. And yeah, right now we are best of friends. We chit chat, we discuss about everything, the issues in life, what she wants to become when she grows up. Actually, we are best of friends. Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. So, I want you to give a word of advice to single
Hmm.
mothers who are out there who are planning to remarry and they have either a kid or two or more. So, how should they protect their child or children when they are going into a new marriage? Should the child become a collateral damage because the mom want to remarry? So, what advice can you give to the single mothers out there?
Well, my advice to single mothers: number one, love yourself. And number two, love your child. When I say love your child or love your children, what I mean is your child's happiness should always come first. Most of the time, you'll find like the pressure from the society, like you are now a single mother or now you are now a single parent, you have to get married, like you are regarded as someone who is not worthy of maybe a good man or a good wife, and people will just pressurize you to just accept anything that comes your way. Like, for example, me, there's a time I was so much pressured that I need to get married, that I'm even growing old, and the pressure was too much. And I remember I almost gave into it because I was like, now how will people see me? Like, I'm not complete, I'm not normal. But there's just that inner voice that tells you don't take any decision in a haste. So if you are a single parent, before you can think of getting into that relationship, make sure, is your child safe? If you leave your child with this person, with your spouse, will they be safe? Are you able to feel safe wherever you are. Even just leaving your child for the whole day with this spouse. Will you come back and your child tells you, we had a wonderful time? Like, mommy or daddy, thank you for this kind of relationship. That for this parent, like, let this child be able to accept your spouse as their real parent. Because you can lose a partner and you can replace if God allows, if it's God's will. But a child, you can never replace a child. Yes, you might give birth to another child, but the one you have lost, it will be so hard for you to replace because the memories will keep on haunting you. Like, why did I do this? Why did I have to abandon my child? Like, a very bad example, sorry to say so. I have a neighbor who, yes, she's a single mom of two children, and she got so much pressure from the family, and she was like, you need to get married, you need to give your children a father and all that. And the pressure became too much for her until she decided to elope with a man, leaving the kids behind. The kids could no longer go to school, they didn't even have food. And thank God, because the sister to their mother just came and took the kids away and decided to enroll them in school and to take care of them. Me, I was like, God, their mother abandoned them just because of the pressure from the society. When these kids will now finally grow and become better persons in the future, how will even the mom get the courage to come and face them and tell them, I'm your mom, here I am, accept me, I need your help? How is that even going to happen? And I know wherever this lady is, she's somehow regretting, but she has no choice. She's like, what do I do? I know we all have feelings, but sometimes it's good to put our feelings behind our kids' feelings. And so let's think about our kids first. When our kids are happy, parents we will be happy. After all, kids are just with us for a few years. Then you still have a long way to go to enjoy your life, to get a partner, and to live happily thereafter. They're not there to stay for long.
Hmm. Wow, words of wisdom. Thank you for that. This is Real Talk with Papa Martins. We're almost wrapping it up. We have on the show today Carolyn, who is telling us about her life story. Uh, I haven't gone through all these experiences. Your mom was part of the things you went through, not because she's a bad mother, just because that is the best she know how to do. So, what is your view of men? Did you at any time have hatred or anger towards men?
Yes, I did.
Hmm.
I hated men with passion. Eh, I could even just slap you, just try to say, hi, Carol. I was like, I just turn around, slap you, then run. Like, I just thought all men were equal, like all men didn't respect women, like all men are not even worthy, they don't even deserve our respect, our love. But after getting the counseling services, I got over it, and I knew there are still good men out there who care, who love and appreciate women.
Hmm. Wow. She hated men.
Yeah, I could slap. Why?
Okay, so right now, did you overcome that hatred for men? Or have you?
Yes, yes, I did. I'm
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
So, all right. The the painful experience you went through growing up turned you to a violent person.
Yeah.
So you you use your violence to defend your vulnerability and to
Sure.
protect yourself.
Yeah.
Since there was no one to care or
To
protect
defend.
you. Mm.
Yeah.
So after coming into salvation, before we go, can you tell us how your life has turned around?
Wow. My life is so beautiful. Actually, I just realized that there's beauty if you just open the door to salvation. Like there's just inner peace. You get that inner peace that doesn't come from any other person except from God. You can even sleep on an angry stomach, but you'll still be at peace. You'll be like you don't have money, you don't have a job, but still you will have peace. Like you just feel everything has been taken care of, everything is under control. Like you don't worry about anything. Like for me, I remember there was a time I didn't even have work. I didn't have money. The landlord comes, locks the door. I could even sleep outside or even go to the police station to sleep. But by the end of it all, I had peace of mind. And I knew it was just a season in my life, which was just a temporary season. It never, it was never there to stay. It was just there to give me an eye opener, like to know how does it feel to be in a certain situation. If you hear somebody's in a situation, at least you have a clue on how it feels to be in that situation. So me, I really thank God because all that I've gone through, He has always been there for me. He has always taken care of me. He has always held my hand and He has never forsaken me. Despite all the challenges, all the ups and downs, they just come to strengthen me and not to break me down.
Wow. Wow. Your life is such a testimony, and we thank God for you. Still on Real Talk with Papa Martins, we are wrapping it up now. So, Caro, before we leave, I want you to speak into the life of someone listening to us now, or that we watch this broadcast, going through some difficult situation, maybe somebody who is perplexed, despaired, somebody who is going through hopelessness, and they do not know where to turn. Can you just speak a word to them to encourage their heart, looking back and seeing what God has done for you?
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. My word of encouragement to someone going through pains right now is that despite all the pain that you are facing through, you might come to a point and say, this is too much, I cannot take it anymore. And you just feel like ending it all. My prayer is that you may listen to that inner voice. That inner voice is so still and it tells you, my child, I'm here for you. Like just in the book of Psalms 23, when the Bible says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The same way I'm telling you, the world may forsake you, your family may forsake you, friends may forsake you, and you may remain alone. That season when you are alone is now the season to welcome God. Is now the season for you and your God. I know you may even say, God, why are you allowing me to pass through this? Like, do you even exist? I've been here, God. I've trusted in you. I've loved you. I've prayed. Why are you allowing this situation? but God listens to you. That situation that you are in, it's not permanent. And one thing you need to be sure of is that God has given you the strength to overcome that situation. Just have that energy, that little faith, like a mustard seed, will do wonders to your life. God will take care of that situation. And for those who are so much in pain, those who are hurt deeply, we have counselors, and you can reach out to our office. You can call, you just even to talk. If you need someone to talk to, just call. And our number is 0702577477, and you can just talk to us and we will be ready to listen. Don't die in silence. We are here to help you walk the journey with you. And God will bless you. And God loves you and still loves you and will always love you. Thank you.
Wow, wow. Powerful, powerful, powerful words. Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. Uh, Coming to the end of the show today, I want to reiterate some of the things that Carol had mentioned. She attempted suicide 3 times because of the pain she was going through growing up. She was abused, raped, which led to a pregnancy, and she attempted abortion. But all in all, in spite of all the abandonment and the pain and crisis, she found Christ. She found help through counseling. And today, she is who she is. I hope you have learned something from the story of her life. Some other time, we'll be bringing her on the show so that she can talk specifically on how to recover from gender-based violence of any kind. So that I will give her time, she'll be able to speak to people on that. She is a survivor herself. She happened to be a rape victim, but today you can see she's bubbling with life. And I believe that God who did it for Carol can do it for you. So, as we come to the end of today's episode of Real Talk with Papa Martins, I want to say a big thank you to you, Carol, for making time, even though you're at work, for making time to join in the show. And I believe that the words you have spoken today will go a long way to change the life of many, not just those who are viewing right now, many thousands that we view afterwards. May the Lord bless you and perfect all that concerns you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And to all our viewers out there, I want to say a big thank you to all of you that always tune in whenever we come online. God bless you. You have listened to the testimony of Carol. I want to tell you that there is nothing impossible for our God. He has spoken concerning whatever you might be going through. I don't need to talk about that again. I want you to just listen to what she has said, apply it to your life. If you need help, reach out to them. If you did not get the number, you can reach out to me. You can get in touch with her on her Facebook timeline. She will respond to you. As we end it today, may the Lord bless you and keep you safe. This is Real Talk with Papa Martins. Until I come to your view again, stay blessed and stay safe. Bye.